The hidden connection between birthdays, self-worth, and emotional healing. Have you ever really stopped and wondered why people don't celebrate their birthday, even when it's supposed to be their special day? You see some people going all out with parties, decorations, and attention, while others just let the day pass quietly. No excitement, no plans, nothing different at all. It almost feels confusing. How can the same day mean so much to one person and so little to another? Most people assume it's just personality. They say, maybe they're introverted or they just don't like attention. But that explanation barely scratches the surface. The truth is, birthday psychology goes much deeper than that. It's not really about liking parties or not. It's about emotional experiences, memories, and how someone sees themselves. What looks simple on the outside often has a deeper story behind it. For some people, the reason is actually very simple, but also very painful. They don't celebrate their birthday because, deep down, they never felt celebrated in the first place. Maybe when they were younger, people forgot. Maybe no one made an effort. Or maybe they tried to create something special once, and it didn't turn out the way they hoped. Those moments don't just disappear, they stay. Over time, the brain starts to learn from those experiences. This is how subconscious patterns are formed. When disappointment happens again and again, your mind begins to protect you. It slowly teaches you not to expect anything, not because you don't want joy, but because you're trying to avoid pain. It's like your mind quietly says, if I don't expect anything, I won't get hurt. And that's when a silent shift happens. Birthdays stop feeling special, not because the person doesn't care, but because caring became too heavy. It became something that leads to disappointment. So instead, they disconnect. They act like it doesn't matter. But deep inside, it's not indifference, it's protection. It's the mind choosing peace over repeated emotional pain. Then there's another group of people, and their reason looks completely different. They're not avoiding birthdays because of pain. They're just caught in the fast pace of life. Work deadlines, responsibilities, pressure, constant movement. Their mind is always occupied. Their energy is always somewhere else. So when their birthday comes, it doesn't feel special. It just feels like another task in a very long list. When your mind is constantly overloaded, something interesting happens. You lose track of time in a deeper way. Even important moments don't fully register. This is often called time blindness. It's not that the day isn't important. It's just that your brain is too busy processing everything else, so the birthday comes, passes, and disappears before it even feels real. And then, there's a third group, the one that most people misunderstand. These people are fully aware that it's their birthday. They remember it, they acknowledge it, but they don't feel the need to make a big deal out of it. Not because they're sad, and not because they're busy, but because their sense of value doesn't depend on external moments like this. This is where self-worth becomes very clear. These people don't rely on attention, gifts, or validation to feel important. They don't need others to remind them that they matter. They already feel it within themselves. So for them, a birthday is just a date. It doesn't define their value. It doesn't increase or decrease how they see themselves. A lot of people depend on external validation without even realizing it. Likes, messages, attention, celebrations. They become a way to measure self-worth. But when your self-concept is strong, you don't need those things to feel complete. You can enjoy them, yes, but you don't depend on them, and that changes everything, not just on birthdays, but in life. This is where deeper psychology comes in. Your self-concept, the way you see yourself, shapes your reality. It affects how you react, what you expect, and how you feel. So when someone treats their birthday like a normal day, it's not random. It's connected to how they see themselves and the world around them. Take a moment and really think about it. Which one do you relate to the most? The one who stopped expecting because of past hurt? The one who's too busy to even notice? Or the one who feels complete from within? There's no right or wrong answer here, just awareness. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What if you didn't have to wait for one day a year to feel special? What if every morning, every sunrise, gave you the opportunity to celebrate life itself? When you start seeing every day as a gift, birthdays stop being the only marker of your worth. You begin to notice the small joys: coffee in the morning, sunlight on your skin, quiet moments of clarity, and suddenly every day feels a little more magical. Instead of waiting for someone else to celebrate you, start showing up for yourself. Write down your thoughts, your dreams, or even what you're grateful for. Light a candle or hold a crystal and really acknowledge yourself. These small, mindful actions shift your energy and slowly retrain your mind to recognize your own value. Celebration doesn't have to come from others. It can come from within, quietly and powerfully. You don't need a big party or gifts to feel celebrated. Even small rituals, lighting a candle, journaling, meditating, or just taking time to breathe, can be transformative. These little acts of self-care send a clear message to your subconscious. I am worthy. I matter. Over time, these moments become anchors, reminding you that your happiness and worth are not dependent on external approval, but entirely within your control. Your mind can be gently reprogrammed. Old habits of waiting for validation or relying on others to mark your importance can be replaced with new patterns. Start by noticing your reactions when someone forgets your birthday or when life feels busy. Instead of frustration, consciously redirect your attention inward. Affirm to yourself that joy is not dependent on external circumstances. It is created and nurtured from within. This is the power of emotional independence. Not every past experience needs to define you. The hurt from forgotten birthdays, missed plans, or early disappointments doesn't have to follow you into the present. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means acknowledging what happened, learning from it, and consciously choosing not to let it control your feelings today. Each breath can help you release the old weight, making space for new experiences of self-love and inner celebration. You can create emotional safety inside yourself. You don't need others to confirm your value. When your inner foundation is strong, life's external ups and downs don't shake your sense of worth. You can enjoy celebrations, gifts, and attention if they come, but you no longer depend on them. That's freedom, that's peace. And it starts by honoring yourself quietly, consistently, and intentionally. Awareness is the first step to transformation. Notice your feelings about birthdays, attention, and recognition. Ask yourself, am I waiting for others to validate me, or can I feel complete on my own? Simply noticing these patterns starts rewiring your brain. Each moment of awareness is like planting a seed, small but capable of growing into profound emotional resilience and self-understanding. Reconnect with yourself. Listen to your own heart, your inner desires, your small joys. This is where true celebration begins. When you honor your emotions, your needs, and your inner rhythm, you naturally create moments of fulfillment. You become your own source of happiness, and the need for external approval slowly fades. This self-connection is the foundation for emotional independence and lasting peace. You can choose to redefine what birthdays mean to you. Instead of marking another year with parties or expectations, use it as a reminder of growth, reflection, and gratitude. Each year is a checkpoint of inner evolution, not external validation. When you see it this way, birthdays transform from pressure-filled days into gentle markers of self-awareness, allowing you to celebrate quietly, fully, and meaningfully. You are free to celebrate, or not celebrate, however feels right. There is no rule book for how birthdays should feel. This freedom is empowering. Choosing peace, choosing quiet contentment, choosing reflection over expectation, it's your choice. And in this choice, you reclaim your energy and your emotional space, finally breaking free from the need to prove your worth externally. Sometimes the quietest days bring the deepest happiness. Peace is not loud, it doesn't demand attention. When you cultivate inner fulfillment, even an ordinary day can feel extraordinary. You realize that your joy doesn't have to come in the form of balloons, cakes, or social media recognition. Instead, it comes from a gentle knowing. I am enough. I am whole. I am celebrated every single day. Balance comes when you align with yourself. Celebrate life your way, in ways that feel authentic. Enjoy parties if you want, stay quiet if that's your choice, or mix both. Life doesn't demand extremes. It responds beautifully when you find a middle path that nourishes your mind, body, and spirit. Balance is the secret to making every day, not just birthdays, feel meaningful. Your inner power comes from owning your choices. You decide what matters, what brings you joy, and how you show up in the world. When you stop waiting for external validation, you reclaim authority over your own life. This self-sovereignty is rare, but once you experience it, you notice that nothing can shake your sense of worth. Not birthdays, not opinions, not circumstances. Take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, how do I want to feel? What small actions today can honor me? Reflection doesn't have to be long or complicated. It can be a single thought, a quiet breath, or writing one line in your journal. Each small act of attention strengthens the bridge between your inner self and outer experience, helping you feel grounded, valued, and aligned. Whatever your feelings about birthdays, it's okay. There's no wrong way to experience your day. Some people need celebration, some need solitude, some have learned to find it within themselves. Accepting your truth is the first step toward peace. You can honor your feelings without judgment, and in that acceptance, you'll notice a quiet liberation, a sense of calm you can carry into every day. Each year, each experience helps you grow. Even the challenging feelings from past birthdays can become lessons in self-awareness and emotional resilience. Growth doesn't always come in dramatic moments. It often comes quietly, through reflection, noticing, and small shifts. When you embrace growth, you stop relying on others to validate your worth. You realize that evolution and self-love are ongoing processes, not single events. So now you understand why people don't celebrate their birthday. It's not random. Some avoid it because of past pain, some are too caught up in life, and some simply find joy and validation within. Each approach tells a story about their inner world. Observing these patterns can help you understand yourself better, feel less pressure, and create a birthday experience that truly aligns with your emotional needs. So tell me honestly, which one are you? Do you wait for the celebration, or have you already found it within yourself? Share your story in the comments below, I want to know. And if this video opened your mind, subscribe to explore more psychology, manifestation, and self-concept videos that help you truly understand and align with your inner self.